Yo, 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 yo.
What's going on, man?
What's good, my brother? It's been a while.
Yeah, hit it with the mace. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Is that the only thing we remember Mace for?
Hell no.
I mean, outside the shiny suits, but that's like the only thing we can reference him to nowadays.
What? More money, more problems?
Well, I don't have money, so I mean, I got the problems. You still got more problems. It just ain't more money.
Nigga.
I take it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, shout out to Mace though, man.
Definitely shout out to Mace, man.
Yeah, but welcome back, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, dog. Been out, health reasons.
Yeah.
But I'm back. Trust me, it wasn't COVID related or nothing like that. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you. You do got to disclaim.
yeah, you gotta make sure.
The vid.
Yeah.
Nigga got the vid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been gone for like a while.
Yeah, but it wasn't COVID related.
Yeah,
like that,
COVID.
Yeah.
So anybody listening, get your worries down. That's crazy that you just gotta everything resorts back to that now, right?
Yeah.
Like you sniffle, you sneeze, you cough. Like never mind, it's like literally allergy season.
Bro.
You just damn, bro, you good?
Nigga, should I honestly and to be like not saying any like not wishing any bad shit or anything or trying to downplay it, but nigga, I think I would have wished COVID on myself before I had whatever what I was dealing with, nigga. Like
Yeah.
I think I would have
Unless it's just
had that.
Unless it's just like that much worse or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna downplay it because people have died from it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to downplay it, nothing like that, but
it's just
in my personal opinion, I feel like I would have rather had it.
Yeah, like you probably could bounce back, unless it kills you. You probably could bounce back from that sooner.
Yeah.
Than
I'm still somewhat
the
with it.
Yeah, the remnants and shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting back out there, man. Nothing too serious. Jumping back into my bag with the filmmaking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Breathing is getting a heck of a lot better.
Which is
we'll probably have one of those podcasts where I actually mention everything that went on and everything like that.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about breathing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking,
No, I mean a podcast just about breathing.
Oh no. Like I ain't gonna do a podcast about. It's gonna be.
I mean, it's the way he's like, breathing is getting better, but I'm pretty sure we'll do a podcast about that.
No. Nah, but we'll probably, like I said, we'll get a podcast about the whole situation and what happened. And trust me, it's a long story.
Okay.
And y'all, Mark and they were part of that significantly. So.
And Mark's not here today, by the way, y'all. So
he's not. So you have to hear my voice today.
We get one back, we lose another.
So yeah, you're gonna get the deep voice from me today.
But it's because he was sick though.
Oh, that's you gonna try to downplay
remember the little Family Guy joke? When Peter Dad got sick, he got the real deep voice. He was like turning Lois on like extra. So when he finally got better, he was sounding back normal, but she kept doing like dirty stuff to make him sick.
Hey yo, that's I didn't see that episode, dog.
He kept like trying to spread germs to him so he could get shit the deep voice.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
that is so fucked up.
Family Guy's wild, but it's good to have you back, brother.
Man, it's good to be back, man. Really good to be back.
So speaking of losses,
yeah, let's get to it.
Man, we suffered a catastrophical.
Catastrophical.
7.9 on the Richter scale.
Damn.
Earth shattering.
In both senses.
Yeah. Kevin Samuels, man. Captain Kev, man.
I'm still tripping off that Captain Kev.
Captain Kev,
I'm still tripping off of that name, Captain Kev. That would have stuck. I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit would have stuck.
Well, that's what I call him.
if that was a thing, like if you was just like mentioning shit like that on Twitter, I think that shit would have stuck.
Yeah. Maybe it still ain't too late, you know what I'm saying? But
R.I.P. Captain Kev.
Rest in peace, Captain Kev, man. The captain is gone, man.
Yeah,
I'm hurt, man.
the ship is sinking at this point.
Yeah, controversial. He has so many. He has so many like titles, and
A lot of them weren't good.
it wasn't. And I was just about to read off one that was like it was meant to be negative, but to me it was like hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And you reading through the little article, niggas talking about he died in this, and they describing him as like a misogynist YouTuber.
Mm.
And I think that's like one of the funniest names I might have ever heard in my life.
Misogynist
YouTuber. He wasn't misogynist, y'all.
Yeah.
He held everybody accountable.
Yeah, that is true. Like, to be honest, like I never seen any of his stuff. Like, well, I'm not gonna say I haven't seen any of his stuff. I haven't watched like an entire live or anything like that. I haven't really seen much outside of like the clips that I was shown. But at the same time, I did understand that he was speaking to both sides, rather more so women than men. But at early on in his career,
that's who would chime in more.
Yeah, and like early on, it was given, like, this information was given to me. He was actually speaking more to men than he was to women.
Yeah, it's all about if you go live and 30 women trying to join you live, and 2 dudes trying to like obviously he's gonna talk to the women more. You know what I'm saying?
It's the equivalent to being in a club or some shit like that. It's like if you have more women, it's a lot more appealing.
Right. So you have to address. You got to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I don't. But even with all of that, the overall now obviously, like I said in the other video that I did, the message delivery is a little.
Yeah, his delivery has always been off. I will not deny that his delivery has always been off.
Delivery is definitely a little unorthodox.
Yeah, definitely unorthodox. I'll say this. Even though you might not agree with his delivery, the message is clear.
A lot of
Yeah, like, I mean, it's difficult to get behind it's like some of his messages for me because of how it's stated. Like the whole idea of just women in general. I mean, he could have like been a lot less harsh. However, some people need to be held accountable, and we've talked about this on numerous occasions.
Yeah, that's all he wanted.
Yeah, like we've talked about this on numerous occasions. People do not want to take responsibility for what they are doing,
and that's true. And that's why like there's a lot of like hatred and avoidance for people like that because people live in like an illusion or a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you got to be around somebody that brings you out of that into a certain reality, you tend to like gravitate away from that person.
Yep. And it's like it's the equivalent to being around in a plethora of yes men, and then you get put into a situation where you have to be something else rather than what you're told is good.
Right.
Like, it's difficult for you to adjust to it because you've been told that all your life that you're doing something right when really is wrong.
Right.
And I remember I made a post about this, and this is actually like it was the most like balanced post that I could have come up with. I was like, Kevin Samuels technically is the karma for what y'all did for what women did to men when it came to Derrick Jackson. Like, he's karma for that.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, it did like it somewhat like threw people off because they wasn't aware of like where I was going with it. But when I was stating that, it was more like you saw how horribly Derrick Jackson was talking down on men, and then all the shit he was getting away with.
Praise. He was getting praise too.
Yeah, he was getting away with a hell of a lot of shit
until he got caught.
And then still getting it.
Yeah.
He still get it, even though he got caught with it. And then
it was like a week where it was just like, damn, Derrick Jackson, you know what I'm saying? But then after the dust settled, it was like, all right, but crank up the pedestal
talking
again.
in third person and all that shit. Like,
yeah.
And then still trying to sell his book and shit. I'm like, bro, stop.
It's over, bro.
Yeah,
Is it-
but it's still women that live and die by his information.
Yeah.
And then you look at people like Kevin Samuels. He's like a completely the opposite. Like he's gonna hold everybody accountable.
Everybody.
There's not a single person on God's green earth that he's not gonna hold accountable. No matter what age group, no matter what sex, no matter what race, he's gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And like we said before, people who suck when it comes to accountability.
Yeah. Like you say, you've been through a majority of your life without having to do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you keep on the path you on now, you might not ever have to do it.
Yep.
So why keep yourself around people that is going to force you to do it, and you might not want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just for me, I peeked in on a couple of lives. I never sat there and watched the whole live, but you know, the luxury of YouTube is go in there, watch the highlights. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's like ESPN for
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, watch the little highlights. Watch
Do. Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, watch the videos. And to me, the message, it's almost like everybody just takes something different away from him. You know what I'm saying? And you could take away from him like the being accountable thing. And I take away also is like to be realistic.
Yeah.
Like obviously he could have said it in a different way, but when he's talking to a female that got like, 6-7 kids and still trying to be out here getting like a ball player.
And like, not even just saying that you're just trying to get a ball player, but you have unrealistic standards.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah, I was gonna get to that too.
Oh, yeah.
But it was ones that was like they wanted a baller, or they wanted like a rapper, or they wanted somebody that was gonna take care of them
And the kids that they come with.
right. Like
So-
they are packaged it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a package right there. You know,
Exactly.
that's I might have to send some of them back. I ain't order all this. You know what I'm saying? But
And they gave you too much for your too much bang for your buck when it came to the meal and shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ordered three donuts. It came with 8. Y'all want some? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want some? But,
It's too much for me.
yeah. But just being realistic about your situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, and we had this talk a long time ago, actually, like outside of your joint one time, and it was like, people like that still deserve happiness,
Yeah, of course.
but you also have to like, I'm not gonna say lower your standards, but you have to understand, you got to be willing to accept the same thing that you're giving out.
Yeah. When it comes to like, because when you talk about like the high value women, high value men, and shit like that, certain aspects of that is iffy to me.
Not like what?
Like the like how much money is in your bank account, shit like stuff like that.
Okay,
the
'cause
materialistic
I
thing.
wasn't sure where we was going when you said high value. Like
The materialistic portions of that, I'm
Okay.
not too sure about that, because you can be like well off and still be a shitty human being.
I'm talking about half of them.
Yeah, so I'm just saying like
Yeah,
that.
right.
That doesn't
It's
doesn't
a
equate
coin
to,
toss. Yeah,
that doesn't equate to high value.
yeah.
So I think it's more of a personality thing that equates more to high value. Your leadership skills, your ability
I got
to like.
So
Yo-
the real high value.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure, because we gotta, when it comes to like the general consensus of people, money's going to be included in like.
of course it is. When it comes to relationships, of course it's a joint financial investment. But you also have to take into consideration that people are different when it comes to their finances, and also they're also different when it comes to their personality. So there's no telling like, oh, I'm just looking for a high value man, I'm just looking for a high value woman. Then you're just looking for somebody who just fits that specific default setting, but then you don't even take into consideration a lot of the things that come with that. What is the personality like? What is everything else like that? Don't just say high value, because you don't know what you're looking for. So like that's just me. Tony Samuels and shit.
There you go.
But no, let me stop. But when I just hear a lot of that, it's just it just seems somewhat iffy. But I do agree with the high value nature of like what he was going for, but I also have to take a step back and just say, for real, it's too many people out here that have these really unrealistic expectations, and they're just going off of what somebody else told them that they deserve.
Right.
But they don't even know if they want that.
Well, people know what they want and what they don't want. It is the problem is like, it's like, well, at least with a majority of people, it's like, what's this going to look like? That's what the problem comes in.
They look well. So what do you mean?
Is this going to be a good look when everybody else sees it?
Oh, so you talking about like just from the outside looking in?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Because that's 90% of people. Like, if we had a conversation right now, you know what kind of girl you like. I know what kind of girl I like.
Yeah, as long as she got boobs.
I mean, but at the end of the day, like, that's a preference. But I would go for personality over anything.
Yeah, which is true. I've seen you have pretty decent taste when it comes to females.
Yeah, so it's like the average person, they'll also include like, if I post this person on social media, what kind of reaction is that going to get? Is people going to go crazy? I want somebody that's going to make people go crazy when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like where the problem comes in at. So then you get the, damn, I like such and such, but that's not going to be a good look. Well, let me try to keep them in the back pocket and then go for the good look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the good look never really has like the personality, and we've seen that on thousands of occasions.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just people know what they want. Well, I'll say it like this: people know what they need, and then they just make a conscious decision to go after what they want, even if it ain't what they need. And that's where stuff goes haywire, because one, outside of somebody getting their heart broken, it's not really no consequences. You know what I mean? Like, you get married and you cheat on your spouse. For the female, it ain't really no consequences unless the person just like kill you or something.
Yeah.
It ain't really no consequence. You're not gonna go to jail. You get a divorce. You still probably, the one cheating, you still probably gonna come off with getting some type of money from the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know a few dudes that had that situation, and then they ended up getting they pretty much the female hit a lick and shit.
Right, and it's like, why do things the right way when it's going to work out for you regardless?
Yeah.
The same thing is how we talk about with, the other race of people doing like hate crimes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know you can get away with it. Why not?
Exactly. It's technically, or in men's case, in a lot of situations, it's a catch-22. Like you don't go into a situation believing that everything's gonna go wrong, but if things do go wrong, you are held accountable, even if it's not your fault.
Facts.
So when it comes to like alimony payments and shit like that, it's not often that we see men come off with something. I mean, we see it from time to time, which is those rare occasions, but it's not stuff that, well, not even just in the alimony thing. Like even in R-word cases, like no one's held accountable and shit like that. If someone lies and says, "Oh, he did this, he did that,"
yeah,
where there's no accountability for it.
Yeah,
not a single ounce.
Rape, sexual assault, anything.
Yeah, there's not a. There are those few, okay, like the whole those situations where people are trying to hold women accountable, like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. People trying to hold her accountable. Now that they got blatant evidence.
I was about to say, which I'm very shocked at, by the way. But
yeah, that too.
A part of me really wants to just say, like, because it's Johnny Depp,
Maybe.
Like I'm gonna hold out and be like, you know what, maybe time's slowly changing. But I also just thinking like, it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Like they gonna look out. They gonna look. Come on, it's him. It's JD, man. They gonna look out for JD, man.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, they gonna look out for your boy, man. Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. But nah, they completely agree though.
Yeah, it's
So let's get to the other part of this, which was the mass celebration
girl.
of
I really ain't even want to say nothing, but man,
the mass celebration of this man's death. Now, it's crazy because I made a tweet and I put it on Facebook too. It was like a month or so ago. So this came from the Gunu situation when they had his funeral at the nightclub and everybody was just
up in arms about it.
Everybody all over the world just had something to say about it.
Yeah, I saw that. I kind of just shut that shit off.
And I was like, it's crazy how like super insensitive people get when they don't agree with what's being done. And I was like, that's real shocking to see. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this was a blatant reminder, just that fast, of the same shit.
Yeah.
Because, like I posted, I was like, I've never seen it, like somebody death be celebrated since the night they killed Bin Laden. Like it's people all it's a majority females. It's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook. Like,
yeah,
crazy, right?
And people just make jokes out of shit. Like stuff like this is things that you do not make jokes about.
You can make jokes, but they just got to be in a funny light, like how we did for Kobe.
Yeah,
like
I get those.
Yeah,
those are cool. Like
right,
the
class joke
like supersedes anything that you had like far as hatred towards the man.
Right,
it supersedes everything because the man died. Like
right,
you got to show a level of appreciation for a death at least. like you can't just go out of your way just to down a nigga just because he can't.
He's a op.
Yeah,
like they people was acting like, you know, female smoking on Kev pack tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bruh,
what
that makes no sense at all. Especially for like, I hate to say it, especially for black women. I hate to have to hear that from a black woman because I consider myself like incredibly pro-black, and if you're a black woman that really appreciate, like, you follow the pro-black movement, at least you should not be be seen in this light celebrating a black man dying. I understand you didn't agree with the way that he was portraying like women, but that was mostly accountability.
Right.
It had nothing to do with I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. He never said I hate black women.
He's talking to him. He's trying to talk to you.
Yeah, I've had many cases, many instances where I'm talking to a black woman when it comes to like a relationship or anything like that, and it seems like it go in one ear and out the other. Eventually, you get tired of hearing the same shit over and over and over again, and to the point where it bubbles over, and then you tell them what they need to hear, and they don't like it.
Right.
And then they start to look at you differently. That's normal. But if we all held ourselves accountable, I think that we would have had at least a certain level of appreciation for the things that he said. And a lot of the women will actually agree. Like, if you have women agreeing with you, don't call them pick-me's. Just say, hey, what is it that about him that you agree with? And then maybe I can get behind that.
Yeah. That's like the worst thing. One of the worst things in the world right now is like, it's just virtually impossible to disagree with somebody respectfully.
Yeah,
and like it always got to be like it always got to be like above and beyond.
Yeah,
like
if you don't agree with them, they have to hate you.
He said that. No, fuck that niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bruh, how many times do we sit here and we have disagreements? Do we ever?
And that's the thing. Like, it makes me think, because it's like, people don't just feel like that about somebody like him.
Yeah.
That goes to everybody they probably disagree with.
Yep.
Like, it's probably people on our friends list right now.
That completely hate us.
And it takes something, because I like, you know me, I'm like real meticulous with my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And when something happens, something to me just doesn't happen. I have to analyze it so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like one of the ways I'm looking like, yo, they didn't even know Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, imagine what they doing with the people they do know.
Right. And it's like, it's scary because it's like, yo, it's like when you see, and we live in a certain area where we see like people getting killed, and we be thinking like, man, that had to be some type of setup.
Yeah.
And
like the Gunu situation, it's like it had to have been something.
Right. Something out of the ordinary had to happen for that to be pulled off.
Mm-hmm.
And then something like this happens, and you'll be like, look how people are so out of control,
Mm-hmm.
angry, just because they didn't agree with something that you said. You didn't walk up and smack her. You didn't put your hands on her. You didn't violate nobody in her family. You didn't break up with her. Something that you said, not even towards her, you conversating with somebody else.
Mm.
And these people hate your guts like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary, bro.
Yeah,
like, that's scary,
people
bro.
are just dysfunctional like that.
Yeah. And like, it's so many people that you could hurl that anger towards.
Mm-hmm.
But people won't do it.
Yeah. It's sad because a lot of people are dealing with demons that they don't want to get rid of.
Which is true.
And it scares them for people to actually mention, hey, you're going through this, you're going through that. And then it's like, there's no way. It's like the equivalent to like all depressed. Well, technically it is all depressed people. Like they all have that one feeling. Like depending on how deeply they're rooted in it, like they'll go through this sort of like cocoon phase like that. That's the only place they feel safe in.
Yeah.
And then if you give them any type of like advice as to which would help them, they'll always like deviate away from that just because it feels comfortable being inside of that cocoon that they're in.
Yeah.
Even though the cocoon is filled with negative and very hateful.
That just sounds like a lot of knucklehead people in general. Yeah. Yeah, I mean depression, yeah, but this is just hard-headed people out here too, though.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not denouncing that at all. No,
yeah,
it's definitely people
bit,
like that.
Yeah,
Trust me, like it's people that will willingly stay in like a negative space just because they want to.
Yeah, like it just it feels good.
Yeah,
like
it's like trolls on the internet and shit. They do it just because.
Yeah, it helps them get through their day.
Yeah,
that's what they. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
unnecessary knuckleheads that believe it's necessary.
Yeah, like I don't know, but to see this stuff be just like glorified,
man,
like all types of jokes.
And at this point, like you just proving a nigga right.
Basically,
he's winning even in death.
And which and the thing is, like, obviously he's not here no more in the physical sense, but it's like he's affected so many, at least males. He's affected so many males.
He forced niggas to do better.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like niggas process things so differently.
Yeah.
It's
we
like
don't take the shit as hate.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's just Kev being Kev, man. You know what I'm saying? And or I could get my shit together a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Unless they have like those male feminists and shit. Let's not talk them niggas.
Yeah.
I actually consider myself like more along the lines of the aligning with the quote unquote feminist movement in a small sense. I don't believe in like allowing them niggas to get away with anything and shit. I hold motherfuckers accountable regardless of who you believe you are and shit.
Yeah. I'm a little different. You know what I'm saying? Let my girl pay for everything.
This nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a feminist. You know, you know. It's like nah. I seen it on the TV show and shit. The little couple was talking. It's like, you know, I'm a feminist, baby. That's why I let you pay for everything. But nah, yeah. The overall thing that came from this is like, yo, we need so much help right now.
Definitely.
That it's not even. We laugh and joke, but that shit is like scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, what happened that day, the little bit of faith that I had, I was like, yo, this shit ain't going to. You know, when we talk about like this type of serious stuff, not just his situation, but, you know, we often have like conversations.
Yeah.
I really just be saying like, you and Mark could be going back and forth, and then I'll just chime in and be like, just blow the whole world up. Let's start over.
Yeah.
Bro, that might be, bruh.
I don't know. I still have faith in a lot of people. Like I don't know. Like, I'm just not that far gone.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm not that far gone. 'Cause like I said, it's still women that did appreciate his words. So
It is.
I wouldn't wish that upon them. So I mean,
Put them underground.
This nigga,
Little bunkers or something. You know?
But everybody else gotta go. Women
Bruh,
that agreed and children, and that's it.
Did you see the parade, bruh?
I didn't see that like it to like a very severe extent because my algorithm looks way differently than yours does.
I've seen like well, I can't even say I seen a majority of it on Twitter. I did see a majority of it on Twitter, but I
don't have a Twitter, so
it was a lot of females on my Facebook as well. Like what's today? Sunday. Somebody was still talking about it last night.
Yeah, I actually saw like a female comedian actually make a subtle joke about it, and then there was how is it like she would say one thing like I was being classy with it and shit like that, but then in the comments I would read like this is where you get niggas is when you start reading the comments, and then if a nigga really push your buttons, the true self come out, and then you're like there's I'm not going to respect somebody who was disrespecting black women and shit like that. And then I was like, okay, so this is what you really believe. So
right
again, like I'm one of those niggas. Like if I unfollow you, I don't mention this shit. I just do it.
Right.
So I unfollowed her because I don't agree with you like trying to uplift black women by downing a black man just because you didn't agree with what he said.
And that's. Yo, people, it just goes like you just can't. People just feel like they just can't improve without pushing somebody else down. Like for some reason, somebody else has to go down for you to go up, and it doesn't have to be like that, young.
Yeah,
like
the whole crab in the barrel mentality, man.
It might be worse than that. We might gotta find something like a different type of animal or something because I think we passed that now, man. Crabs in the barrel. I think they might do better than us.
I guess you like otters. Or ducks, because ducks have a very
leave ducks out of this, man. I like them, man, but
they have a very
let's go with the otters, man.
Ducks have a very brutal mating ritual.
Yeah, I'm help, man. We're gonna leave Daffy and Dom and the otters, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, and it's like I don't say too much. Like obviously, I paid my respects. And then, I'm just noticing, and it's like, yo, it's like 100 status people, even females is commenting on the joint I put on Facebook, and it's just like, oh, he had what he got comments on.
Yeah, like that shit. Yeah, hearing shit like that, I'm like, okay, so you really just wish death on this nigga? Like that's really what you're saying,
right? And it's like. What did he say that was that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, he was calling females leftovers and stuff. That's by all man. You mean to tell me out of everybody you friends with on social media, that's the worst thing you ever heard a nigga say? I'm quite sure niggas on your timeline have said way worse, and you still friends with them.
I'm pretty sure the rappers that y'all listen to have said so much worse. Yet you still bumping their music.
They they influencing niggas to cheat on you. They influencing niggas to cheat on you with your sleeping with your best friend.
And then the females ain't much better. Like it, Meg Thee Stallion teaching you to just fuck a nigga for his money.
Yeah,
and then leave him.
or make you think you about to sleep with him. Then when he take a nap, you getting them for everything. You know what I'm
Cardi
saying?
B drugging niggas and then taking their money.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Like, but you draw the line at a nigga saying that you leftovers.
Yeah. At this point, like it's a bunch of confusion because then in most cases they really don't know how what to think.
Yeah, and it brings us to an interesting point, right? So, you know how the general consensus is girls mature way faster than guys.
Yeah.
Are we in a time where it's like niggas have actually been like super low key sturdy?
Mm.
As far as like,
that's a pretty damn good question.
Cause like, hear me out though, right? These last few years, it's like shit been happening. You ain't really out here saying like a bunch of niggas complaining. Like niggas is like doing a good job of like rolling with the punches.
Yeah, like we take it, like we take things with a grain of salt,
handling business, and moving. You know what I'm saying? Like if you notice like all the commotion and the chaos, it just be a bunch of females.
And also with males, you know, like the whole gun violence thing in this area, in areas like this.
Oh,
but
yeah, which is true, but that's not a majority of males.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
we can have our disagreements. Like niggas can even fight it out and still be friends.
Yeah. Or you can just, like you said, you can have your disagreements. Like I'm not about to be like, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you do some incredibly egregious acts or some shit like that where I feel as though I shouldn't be around you at all, then other than that, nah. Because, I mean, I know some people that I would never associate myself with ever again, but I'm not going to go out of my way and say, man, fuck that nigga. He ain't nothing but a bitch. I ain't got nothing but hate for this nigga. Like, I'm not going to do no shit like that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, for the most part, I kind of feel like guys just handle themselves with more. Because even when you, a few minutes ago, when we talk about like feminists, like they be wilding out in their own way.
Yeah. Hardcore feminists don't really care too much about equality. They want all that plus more. They want dominance.
Yeah,
over
they
men.
want dominance. Yeah,
They want dominance over men for the things that men quote unquote did to them. Even though not all like men are responsible for that. That's mostly just the white males in general. But you know that's just neither here nor there. But still, realistically, the feminist movement in its totality is nothing more than dominance disguised as a cause for justice.
yeah, that's quite understandable. I don't know, man. This shit just like that shit heartbreaking. Now I'm gonna be paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk to a female, I'm gonna have a side. As soon as I say something wrong, you'll be wishing death on me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like
me, I'm not gonna hold my tongue about a lot of things and shit. I don't care how you view me, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sugarcoat things just to make you happy. I've been doing that way too much over my lifetime, and why would I continue to do that just to make other people happy? If I'm a firm believer, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. But if you ask me for my advice and I give it to you, don't look at me like I'm wrong or if I'm hateful just because I tell you the truth.
Yeah, and it just, I guess it just comes down to the person, what they when they asking for advice, what kind of advice are they really asking for?
Yeah, a lot of people don't want advice; they just want somebody to coddle them and tell them that everything is okay.
Yeah, and I, which is confusing because why wouldn't you could just ask for that?
Yeah,
like I've heard females just give me a hug and tell me everything will be okay. If that's what you want, ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Like why I need your advice. Like, you know, talk to me. And then it's like, I'm telling you this, but you rebuttaling every single
Yeah.
point. And then it's just like,
And men do that shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
well, no, everybody does it. Like, not everybody, but both genders or all the genders.
Nigga,
or
no,
however.
both genders.
No,
Don't
I
fucking
mean,
say
I don't. You know, we're in different times right
Nope.
now, so I'm inclusive.
I'm in a time where both it's just both genders.
There's might be more than two genders now,
Nope,
so I'm just
no,
trying
it's
to
not.
make sure
There's no
everybody
mic.
is
There's
included.
no mic, bro. It's always
No, hey, I'm covering all bases, man. It's 2022, man. You know what I'm saying?
like the year does not change it.
So, I mean, technically, you know, it's been like other. Remember the little SpongeBob jump where they went to the rock bottom,
Nigga, this is SpongeBob.
and they was Patrick had to use the bathroom. He's like, just look at the sign. He couldn't tell. So he's like, nah, just wait till somebody come out. And then it was coming out. I still can't tell. Yeah, I mean,
certain species of animals are capable of changing their sex based on their environment and what they're capable.
yes,
I mean, what
yes,
they're
and humans are one of
humans
those
are not. Though.
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't
We-
because
we-
without genetic modification, we can't do that.
So that's still modification. Modification is modification.
But it's genetic. No, without
Just because you specify what type of modification
without
it is.
no. Without no, I'm talking about genetic modification. Is in like, well, not even genetic modification. Without body modification, we cannot.
Modification is modification. Though. That's what.
But
that's all I'm saying.
it's still outsourcing. You can't do that
It's still
naturally.
modifying.
You can't naturally do it. If you can't naturally do it, then it's not.
That's how it works. That's not how modification works. Modifying is modifying, no matter where you sourcing it from.
But it's still
inside,
not a natural
outside.
thing, though. That's just what I'm getting at. It's still not a natural thing. If you can't do that without the help of something else, that's it.
That's not
It's clear. It's clear.
That's not modification. Is modification, man.
Modification
It-
is
like-
putting something on top of something that already existed and making it quote unquote better.
Right. I give you an example then, right? Let's say I decide to grow my hair out.
You technically did.
I'm talking about me with a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So I grow a bush, and you know how you gotta go through the ugly little baby twisty dread phase, where it just look like you got a bunch of inchworms and.
I'm aware.
So, let's say I go to somebody else and buy their dreads off they getting a haircut. I buy the dreads from them, and I get them put into mine.
Talking about extensions.
Right. That's outsourcing. But at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen over the course of about the next 4 to 5 months. My hair and that person's hair are going to intertwine and lock up together. Now, I didn't do that naturally, no. But at the end of the day,
It's still
I still. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying modification is modification, no matter how you looking at it.
But that's still
You're
still
putting
outsourced it. But you can't.
Right.
You couldn't naturally grow that.
I could.
No. You couldn't naturally grow that hair that you got.
But it's still mine.
It's not yours.
It is.
No, it's not. It's attached to you, but it's not
It was
yours.
mine.
It wasn't grown by you.
It's mine. Once it's attached, it's me.
No.
It is.
If it didn't come from you biologically in the beginning,
Hey,
it's
that's-
not
hey,
yours. I don't care how anyone says it. I don't even like.
Hey,
like
this ain't-
weaves and extensions
this
for
ain't-
these exact
This ain't
reasons.
720 BC, man. You got to.
I'm just saying, dog. Like I don't even like weaves and extensions for that exact same reason.
Why? Because it's not. What's wrong with it? You know, like the girls wearing wigs and stuff like that.
I've never been a fan. Well, actually, I was a fan at one point, but then I grew out of it because of a certain situation that was actually introduced to, like in like maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, you just been traumatized.
No, not technically traumatized, but it's more of a heartfelt thing more than anything.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to give the whole story because that's something for another day. But
Okay. I'm just saying, man. Modification is modification, man.
yeah,
We might not be big.
Yours.
We might not be big fans of it. That's it too, man.
Nigga, I see you over there just sitting there cheesing at me and shit. Like, nigga, I hate that fucking look, dog.
That's just you, man.
It's like, man, I'm just trying. I'll see how far he'll go with this type of look.
But that's you. That's it, bro. It's you, bro.
No, it's
Whether
not.
naturally, genetically, scientifically,
Scientifically, it's not
godly,
yours.
spiritually, like
You just putting a whole bunch of leaves on things.
like,
Nigga.
modification. It's modification, man.
But it's.
Let people be people, man.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that's not what I believe. I'm not going down you for it. I'm just saying I don't. It's not me.
First of all, if I pay for head, that's just mine.
Nah.
And that's the law. That's the consumerism law right there. I give you money, you give me product. The money is the money still mine? Let me ask that question. The money still mine? Once it touch your hand, the money still mine.
I mean, technically, it's not.
Right? Is the head still yours?
No, I'm saying technically the money's not yours.
And technically the head's mine now. Once I put the head in my head, I'm not even. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah.
Nah, it's not. You didn't grow that.
I agree with this shit, bro.
Like your hair right
too.
now. Your hair right now has grown significantly. You can naturally do that.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A person that's just starting their hair can naturally.
I'm just
you might not
saying.
have the patience.
You remember when I was growing my hair? You saw what I had, and then eventually it got longer. But
So somebody could have came and bought it, and you would have helped their hair get longer.
But that's not what I wanted though. Like I actually considered donating my hair to people who like cancer patients and shit like that. But my hair was like so damaged by the time I was done that I didn't even want to do that shit. But I like the first time I grew my hair, I actually gave it to like cancer patients and shit like that. Like those people, I could see them actually wanting to have like wigs and shit. Like I wouldn't even down them for doing no shit like that.
That's not right.
What?
So it's circumstantial then.
Like cancer patient? Come on,
Right.
bro. Like them
I'm just
niggas
saying,
literally can't grow hair. They know they can't grow, as in like can't grow hair at all.
All right. So what? All right. So all the medical conditions is cool then.
Like medical conditions, I have no problem with. But if you have like a full on reason, as like no reason as to why you're doing it, you're just doing it.
So not having patience, that's not a good enough reason.
Fuck no.
That's crazy, bro.
Like I said, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm not as.
You over there hating, man. That's hating.
Like
Hey,
I said,
that got to be hating, right, y'all? That got to be hating.
I keep telling you, I'm not as great as you think I am.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying you're not great. I'm just saying that's hating, bro.
No. I'm not.
I would if I didn't feel like I had so much time on my hands back then. If I would just decide to grow my hair like right now, I would cheat. In the world we live in today, come on, bro. This shit fake as hell out here, man.
You already talked about getting the James Harden bed out of
I think about that shit all the time too, all the time. I woke up this morning. I was looking in the mirror. I said, "Damn, my little mustache job coming in a little bit." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Nah, I got to do something about this beard." Every time I say beard, I think about James Harden and shit. Should ask him for his. He don't need it. All that slumming he doing right now.
Damn, he don't deserve his own bed.
Get a haircut, nigga.
Go back to his rookie year.
Yeah, looking like a little turtle and shit.
Like a little turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that nigga did look weird as fuck without it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga look so weird, bro. It's like Anthony Davis when he first came in the league when he had his unibrow and his little like his fucked up grill at the bottom and shit. I was like Slim. Now that nigga, you see that nigga now, a completely different dude. Don't even look like Anthony Davis no more.
Except with the brow and shit.
Nigga, that's what that nigga was known for. The brow.
Yeah.
Cut that shit. He just Anthony Davis.
I might gotta get one of them and shit. James Harden beard and then a little unibrow and shit.
Damn, my man gonna go all out, caveman style.
Yeah, Teddy James Davis, man.
Teddy James Davis. Hey, shut the fuck up.
That's like a little bit of everybody. That shit crazy.
Hey, my man, is a compilation of niggas.
yeah. Now I finally get my hair cut. I can be KD and LeBron and them and shit.
Damn, you gonna have the
messed up hairline with the BBBs.
Yeah, you gonna have the
like Kevin Durant James, huh?
Look Kevin Durant. Look Kevin Durant James Davis.
Yeah, man.
Damn, bro.
Nah, this shit, bro. Like nowadays, bro, niggas is literally out here getting whatever they want. You can get a bigger butt. You can get big titties.
I mean, that's always been the thing, but the BBLs are definitely different.
Yeah, you can get the lips. You can get like the tongue. I didn't even know you can get like Every time
Oh
I see,
yeah, I think what they do is like they kind of like trim down the connecting piece to your tongue so it'll stick out further.
yeah, see, I ain't know that, man. I might need that. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll turn you into an animal out here. They'll have you out this joint. Yeah, your tongue's 7 inches now. I'm like, damn.
I mean, it must be heaven for the ladies, but you know.
Yeah, nah. I get a tongue like that. I feel like I got to do stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm obligated to. What's up, girl? Man. Yeah,
I mean, he start talking with his tongue on purpose.
That's what I doing today. tongue coming down to my chest and shit.
Look like the what was it, the fucking Grudge and shit, like when she
Oh,
grabbed the
yeah.
jaw from the girl and shit.
You be saying the females like the Jones on Instagram, they be having like the 2 tongues and shit.
Oh yeah,
The tongue be split in half or some
yeah.
shit. Wow, that shit used to scare me at first, but now everything's so sexualized. It's just like
Damn, what the fuck can you really do with that? If you're a lesbian, you must be an animal, but if you ain't,
yeah.
I might have to try that.
I'm like, dang, can you control like both halves like differently? Like do you got control like that
And
or
they be like, damn, I wonder what that feel like.
yeah.
And just like Mike Evans said, I'm trying to see what that be like. Yeah, that like over sexualizing shit definitely throws this shit off completely.
Don't even make you scared. Don't even be scared no more.
Nope.
Like that's crazy because you think about it, you be like all the shit that we grew up like as kids, you like vampires, werewolves, and shit like that. You see a girl with a little mini skirt on, just like a vampire. Yeah, man, I don't know. I might well get bit. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like
nigga be out there lost.
Man, werewolf. Man, full moon. It's my man's job. I like that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that werewolf must be keeping you in shape.
Man. Nah, but yeah. The Kevin Samuels thing, man, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, we got to jump back into this. This niggas done trailed all the way off.
He definitely did. So do you feel like anybody going like? I know it's gonna be a bunch of dudes that's gonna try to step up and.
Oh yeah, I see.
And fill that void.
It's dudes that actually do that. It just depends on how like what your perception of them are.
Yeah. So do you feel like everybody is like gonna reach like that like bro is getting treated like a celebrity and he is nothing more than like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't ever been on TV he been on TV once his little platform blew up. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't no actor. He wasn't like he literally was just.
Yeah, he was just a regular nigga. Hey, you remember when they was making fun of that? Like when he was alive, they was making fun of him and shit with the pictures that he was taking. It was like yeah, like is this the person you taking your advice from?
Zesty Samuels.
Yeah, bruh. And the wildest shit I was thinking about, y'all been taking relationship advice from your gay friends forever.
Yeah.
And as soon as like a dude that had somewhat like feminine traits, like even if he was gay, it wouldn't have bothered me.
Yeah, well apparently the way he died will refute that anyway. So apparently he died having sex.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking at it like, bro, there's no reason as to why like you gotta look down on a nigga just because you didn't agree with him.
Yeah, now we got so much work to do, man.
Oh, we definitely got work to do. I would attest to that one.
Yeah, couple of atomic bombs.
No.
What?
No.
That's the kind of work we got to do.
No.
Yeah.
This man just want to blow things up so badly.
Man, this shit is over, bro. Yeah, you gotta play. I know you done play the game before where you just be like, we can like come back a little bit. We can come back. All of a sudden, other team just get the blitz of you and shit. You be like, oh yeah, this shit over with, bro. I can quit this job if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit over. That's how I'm feeling right now, bro. This shit over with, bro.
And
it's fourth quarter. We down by 20. We got past the sticks, man.
I don't know about all that, bro. I still have hope in people in general. Well, not just people. I have a lot of hope in women, which is the reason why I have no problem with the idea of dating as much as like you like at this point, you're pretty much like off the dating journey almost.
I could date. My date is just gonna be a little different. That's all.
Yeah. Like, your hope for humanity is dwindling while mine is still intact in the same way it was before.
Yeah, I got like 3 girls right now. I would be open to dating, and 2 of them celebrities.
All right,
I'm not even.
shit.
I'm not even. No, I'm not even. I'm not even on that level. Like, if I was to ever be so blessed to become like a semi-celebrity, there's 2 females that I would blitz low key, and one of them single. So, I might get canceled because one of them a white girl. So,
so we're talking about is it a wrestling chick?
surprisingly, no. When it comes to wrestling chicks, I would want to have sex with them.
Oh,
because I know they in shape, and so
like well endowed up top.
they getting all over now.
But
nah, I would even try to stay away from wrestling chicks because I feel like I would just fall into a trap, and I wouldn't be able to get out. Because if I get one, I would
submission hold.
Yeah, no pun intended.
For me it was pun intended.
If I get one, I would want another, and then I feel like I would be all over the place. I feel like that's just a trap waiting to happen.
One of his first targets would be Trish Stratus and shit.
Nah,
get it while the getting's good and shit.
It'd be some young dumb shit. That's not old, man.
But she still looked the way she did back then.
Yeah, plastic.
Oh, so now you're not looking. Now you're looking down on the ones that.
You looking down. I'm just saying you get you get that shit operated on. It's going to look the same for the next 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Just talking about me. Now I'm a man looking down on the ones with the plastic.
I mean, I would hit Trish Stratus from down the line.
It's her age, I don't think down the line should be a good idea.
Man, she like 50 something?
Yeah, her down the line might be in the ground.
Yeah. It's just some young stallions of wrestling now. We grew up. They was like hitting. It's like almost every joint hitting now though. Like you're like, well, I don't know, because everything was out hitting back then too.
I mean, besides like China, R.I.P. But
yeah, wrestling beats China. Honestly, I would hit China too though.
Nah, not for me.
Yeah,
like way back when Lita was more along the lines of like Lita.
Yeah, she was like they was like the epitome of like the female wrestlers. Give me Trish Stratus, but Lita is she's a big reason why I like Spanish girls. I'll say that, or whatever she is.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole Spanish thing.
I'd be confused. Spanish, Mexican,
definitely be throwing that shit.
You know.
And then Stephanie McMahon back then,
of course,
was still
the boss's daughter.
Yeah, and then Triple H just that guy.
Hunter
Hearst Helmsley.
Imagine a guy with that kind of name being successful like that.
Hey, that's fucking fire. To have 3 H's in your name?
Imagine you being like Hunter Hearst Helmsley and then just not just all right, Triple H. We're gonna make it cool. So you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
It's just gonna be you for the rest of your
Hunter is a sweet name in general though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I wonder. Obviously, his gimmick, his first ever gimmick, is the reason why he had that crazy ass name. But he really stuck with it. That's what I'm shocked at. Like through all the character changes, he really just stuck with like the aristocrat name.
It's all about the game. Now you're playing.
Yeah,
it's all about control. If you
like through all them different Triple H's, he really just stuck with Helmsley. Like,
hey, bro.
Like.
That name's marketable.
Yeah, Triple H. Well, Hunter Hearst Helmsley probably would have been marketable too if he'd have stuck with the whole name. Yeah, like that'd have been. Yeah.
That was his original. Like that was his name though. Like they called him Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
That's what I'm saying. Like
and then it was like
it was when Shawn Michaels came along and
Triple H.
They did the DX thing. He was the one that started calling him like Triple H and shit.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, and it's just like that shit took off. You know, anything Shawn Michaels said was at that time was.
Yeah, because you're a huge Shawn Michaels fan.
No, I wasn't. Shawn Michaels was like God in wrestling at that time. That was before like the whole Stone Cold and the Rock thing.
I mean, but he was always a rock star.
Yeah, he
took the reins from Ric Flair and then kept it moving.
That whole little era with him, Bret Hart, Triple H, Stone Cold, Undertaker, like all them niggas are just.
Man, Like, man, reminiscing like shit. Man, go, like go watch some old wrestling tape and shit.
I wouldn't. I don't watch them jump so much. I wouldn't. It wouldn't even do nothing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's been a while since I even touched wrestling, dog.
Yeah, I watch.
I know you watch that shit religiously.
Yeah, I watch wrestling. Like I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah, for the people that don't know.
Yeah,
I fell off a long time ago.
people should know because my Instagram, not my actual Instagram name, but when you go to like the profile and you got that other name,
Is it still rated R Superstar?
it used to be that, but
Rob Van Cam.
it's always going to revolve around some type of wrestler. Like on my page, now I say head of the table, and that's the Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always going to be some type of take or play on somebody, on some type of wrestler. But people should know because it's Rob Van Cam, rated R Superstar. That was like my MySpace junk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my man.
And then, like you had it for your Facebook too.
I did. Yeah, rated R Superstar.
Yeah, and then you just going by
Hollywood with the Hollywood Hulk Hogan junk.
Until that nigga was doing that racist shit.
Yeah, he fucked all that up. He's one Hulk Hogan, man. He can't even be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The NWO Hulk Hogan and shit. But rest in peace, Captain Kev, man. I wonder if Captain Kev like wrestling, man.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. Shit. He seemed as though he had a very extensive taste for different things and shit.
Yeah.
So it was like, maybe he had a fondness for wrestling. I mean, maybe the older wrestling, probably not the newer stuff, but
Yeah.
you know.
Man, I know he had the last chick he was spending his time with before his untimely demise. She was like super bad, resemblance of an old school wrestling chick. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, the man had his taste, so fuck it.
Yeah. But come on, y'all. We just got to, as people, we got to be better, man.
Definitely got to be better because there's no reason as to why you should be like celebrating a man's death in any capacity. Well, depending on how bad of a person this man was. Like, he wasn't even a bad person. Like, you make it seem like the nigga was literally out here killing motherfuckers. Like, this nigga got more hate from black people than, like, who was that kid that shot up the fucking the church and shit and got away with it? Well, almost was really getting he was getting Burger King on the way there. I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah, little white kid and shit.
Nigga, he's getting more flack.
Was it Dylan Roof?
Yeah,
Dylan something?
I think that was his name and shit, but that name was in my head and shit. But I was like, maybe that's not him.
Yeah,
because there's been quite a few of them niggas that really don't get a lot of flack for the shit that they do.
Yeah, and then he had somebody recently had shot out the protest.
Yeah,
he got
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, I think that was him. Yeah, he got found like not guilty, acquitted or some shit like that.
Yeah,
now he going on tour,
and we still it's still niggas out here that ain't said nothing about Mark Zimmerman. Like nigga,
Zimmerman.
Yeah, nigga Zimmerman shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's still niggas that had to not, like, he's still living a very happy lifestyle.
And it's been what, 10 years? That Trayvon Martin shit was like 2012, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was when LeBron and then was with the Heat.
Like, and I look at him like, where's your animosity for them?
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels is nothing compared to what these niggas are.
Like, to keep it a buck with you, I forgot where I said this at. I don't know if it was on another video or something, but in all honesty, black people just scared of white people, bro.
They are.
Like that's what it all boils down to. Like when you think about like how niggas could be out here killing each other but won't kill like the feds that's shooting niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a reason.
And it takes like a white person to do it because they just like we can't do that. They got power behind them. They scared of that.
Yeah. So that's what that shit boils down to. Like, niggas, I'm not gonna see you as a threat, even though it's on site. Whichever one of us catch the other one lacking, gonna kill him. But I'm not going to be scared of that.
Like,
but the police, That man, nah, we ain't fucking with the Fed. You know what I'm
The
saying? Like,
same person that'll pull out a gun on another nigga is the same person that'll pull out a phone if a cop beating a nigga.
and that's I don't know, man. Niggas gotta, I'm telling you, bro. Atomic bomb, man.
Niggas, no fucking atomic
I'm
bomb.
telling you, bro. That shit solve everything, man. Here you go. Beat the devil out of him, man.
Yeah, it was. We're watching Bob Ross right now. Let's just not take that out of context.
My bad. Yeah, my bad. Man, get this smacking a little pains, but here you go. Gotta beat the devil out of him, man. Yeah.
So
Another, legend that's no longer with us. Rest in peace,
Bob Ross, yes.
Captain Bob.
But like for real, they really call him Captain Bob.
Yeah.
Everybody Captain now.
I just them too.
Right.
Well, it's more than two, but
What about your man Pappy Land?
Nah, Pappy Land not the captain, man.
I mean,
I like Pappy Land though. I would watch if Pappy Land on Twitch. I would watch Pappy Land on Twitch. He's just a little too hype. So you'll get tired of that out of like how we talk about with DJ Khaled. You'll get tired of that shit after a while. Bob Ross, he too methodical. Like you'll never get tired of this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's damn for sure. That's for sure, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I'll never get tired of me some Bob Ross.
yeah, like he just. So I'm gonna talk to you politely. Let you make big decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, remember this is your painting.
yeah,
so you can do what you want. This is like
happy accidents.
Yep.
I you know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy, man.
Yeah. He belong up there with the goats, man. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, go to me.
Bob Samuels.
Yeah, yeah, Bob Samuels. Yeah, imagine them two meeting up and shit.
Hey yo. Hey, that
one nigga just overzealous and the other nigga just calmly. There you go, Kev. Just beat the devil out of him.
Yeah, we don't know much about Bob Ross real outside of this, but he might have been like a real like asshole behind closed doors.
I really feel like even if he wasn't an asshole behind closed doors, at some point in time in his life,
that nigga was a demon.
He was around a bunch of chaos because that's I'm at peace with life personality he displayed on these painting shows.
Because you had to seen some shit.
You been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
it's like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, you just can't. From day one, nobody can just be like, "That's crazy," without eventually going crazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga low key like. And then he was in the military, so you already know he done seen.
Yeah, and you done got out all the aggression. All I'm just chill, man. You know.
Yeah.
Hello, neighbor.
It's like the equivalent to what you see, like the martial artists and shit. Like you'll see them like in their later years, just after seeing so much shit, they're just calm and collected. But if you try them, completely different story.
Yeah.
You find out the reason why they that calm.
Yeah. And it's just, come on, bro. Like, niggas just a world-class painter, bro.
Definitely.
He doing something that, it's obviously it's getting popular now. I guess it's always been popular because he did sell, like, a lot of shit. But we getting into a time where it's starting to be, like, real popular again.
Mm-hmm.
But, bro, he's a painter, bro. Like,
yeah, everyone has art in their own forms and shit. And, like,
yeah.
Kevin Samuels uses his art for good as well as what, because, like, you know what I thought about? Like, this, there's been numerous occasions where Kevin Samuels will actually mention that he's trying to help the black family and all that other shit. Numerous cases where he talks about that, but niggas they're like a lot of females tend to look over that and still hate him.
Well, that just comes down to, like, you just having a whole conversation with somebody, and as soon as somebody hear like the one thing that they don't like you saying,
they immediately
everything else. Everything.
Like I've seen that. And I've seen that quite a bit. Like people will nitpick like certain pieces of what you said just to create a narrative instead of going off of the entirety of your like of your piece, like whatever it is that you wrote, whatever they didn't like, that is the focal point for whatever it is they're going to respond to, and they're never going to respond to anything else after that. And even if you further explain yourself, that's all they see.
Yeah, that's irritating. Like
Incredibly irritating.
Texting or writing to people like that, I tend to just stop.
Yep.
Cause once a person do that, that means there ain't really no reasoning.
And a lot of people tend to be like that. They nitpick just a singular point, like one thing, and focus on it heavily, and then like they use it to refute your own, like your argument, even though your argument was refuting itself
Mm-hmm.
in the initial and what you said initially is like, bro, what are you not seeing here? And it goes back to like people always believing that they're right. Is like you've been around so many yes men, and then eventually just like, I don't know, I can't I can't agree with you, so you have to be saying something wrong. Like,
Yeah.
like
And that not only are you wrong, niggas gonna start dissing you and shit.
yeah, which is I think is a serious problem.
Blow this shit up, man.
Stop with the blowing shit up.
All right.
I can't stand you sometimes, dog.
Rest in peace, Captain Kev, man.
Yeah, definitely, R.I.P, bro.
Rest in
Wherever
peace.
it is that you are right now and shit, like, I hope you're happy, bro.
At peace, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you can't see any like Twitter or anything like that.
I mean, he probably already knew. He knew shit like that was gonna happen and shit. But people was trolling him when he was alive. It's just that, that's crazy.
yeah, to this extent, it's just fucking sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You just look at people and just think, bro, how horrible is your life that you have to like make jokes, like tasteless jokes about a dead man.
Like what if somebody was doing that to like your family member or something?
Yeah, like, and they never look at that, cause I remember like somebody was saying in like one of the comments and shit for like the comedian woman I was following and shit. He was like, would you say that these same quote unquote classy jokes to his family members directly to their face?
Mm-hmm.
And got no answer.
Of course not.
Yeah. So
and obviously that's another problem in itself. The internet creates like a false sense of security.
yeah, it was. The thing is, like Mike Tyson said it best. The internet created a space where people can talk as much shit as they want and not get punched for it.
Yeah, because you ain't gotta, unless you just in the same area as the person you talking shit to. Like, like I guess the hoods, how hoods be and all that, they different. But as far as like celebrities and these trolls and shit, like, do you heard? I know you heard about the little Drake situation.
Yeah, when he got trolled and then
he went to go follow the dude,
he followed his wife and shit.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, there's a lesson to be learned in that.
I mean, technically, but in any sense, like I actually look at it as like a very bad look for Drake. Because of the fact is, like we talked about, you remember, niggas was talking about leaving people's like wives alone and shit like that. Why did they let Drake get away with it? Remember when Chris Rock was doing what he was doing, and they was like, "Oh, protect black women," but as soon as Drake follows another man and attempts to break up the,
we already said beforehand, like if that was anybody else other than Chris Rock, that whole situation is different.
It is,
and
but
Drake just
but you see the level of hypocrisy.
But we already said it. We're like we don't have to see like that. We been had this conversation. Like if anybody on that stage other than Chris Rock, that whole thing is completely not a big deal.
Definitely, because we already saw what happened with Dave on stage and shit. Like
Cuz almost died.
Yeah,
cuz and that's what I was saying. Like I was saying, like it's gonna open a lane because now people think they can rush these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas, Will Smith getting punished like that, it wasn't in the bit. I'm like, nah, you gotta understand, like this society is monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah,
the powers that be know that
mm-hmm.
because they're the ones that's majority putting shit in front of us to try to control how we think and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for him to go out of his own way to do that. Now niggas everybody gonna be like, damn, if a nigga tell a joke I don't like, I'ma smack the shit out of him.
And then to a wife that was applauding the shit makes it even worse.
Right.
And like you're applauding this type of behavior from.
Well, she was at first. Until the
backlash came.
The punishment. Cause she not tripping about the backlash, cause if she get backlash, all she thinking about is, damn, we could do another
like red table.
Yeah, I'm about to say blue table and shit. Another red table talking shit.
I still haven't seen a single episode of that shit, bro. I will never even attempt to watch that shit.
But when 6 of his movies get canceled,
that's money.
Now he can't help produce the Bel Air show no more.
Mm-mm.
Now he got a $100 million lawsuit coming in. Now you want to be politically correct? Nah, it don't work like that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like any person, like you going out and doing all this extra shit for minimum. This is literal minimal gain for him. Like of course you get the idea like, oh, I can show off how tough I can be and shit like that. I'm not taking this no more. But nigga, you should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you should have done that shit when it was
backstage. Do it backstage.
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
Yeah.
Bro, this is business. You know these. You know, bro. You black. You know these white people not playing that, bro.
Yep.
You got a BET Awards. Nothing would happen.
Of course not. They would have got them the ratings and shit because the BET Awards been slumping for a break.
Young Buck stabbed somebody at the BET Awards. Got a year of probation. He almost killed somebody and only got a year, which led to one of my favorite lines from 50 Cent. And this is why I was so conflicted with this whole 50 Cent versus Cameron beef when we was in high school. It was just like the tail end of high school for me and shit. It's because it was like the styles was such, it made a great fight. And one of the songs that 50 Cent had, he was like, Buck, he's like, Young Buck stabbing niggas on camera and it's okay because my money make the lawyers make that shit go away. Attempted murder, only got a year of probation. Cam, are you clear what you facing? And I was like, no, no. Well, you know, Cameron was up to the task because we all know how that beat turned out.
Definitely.
One of the most entertaining jumps of
all the time.
Yeah, so that was but yeah, that's at the BET Awards, shit like that flies. Brother, the white people running shit? No. You know you do. I don't give a fuck what your resume is.
And the wild shit is all you did was brought attention to the platform that they gave you, and then they was able to kick you off of that platform after the fact.
They probably had a plan to do that, but you done. Our plan wasn't in. It's good.
Yeah,
and he can keep the award.
Yeah, and bro. And then they let him keep the award. My man was quoting Denzel. Denzel was looking at him all ashamed.
You got to quote Denzel beforehand, bro. You can't after you smack the shit out of somebody. Now you went, nah. We ain't buying that.
Crying and all that. I'm like, bro, come on. It's a lot of shit that niggas can get away with, but that's not it.
Nah, he was done.
Unless
we called that all Bucks. We knew he was done.
Yeah, cause you look at shit like that and you're just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you look at the wife and like, nigga, that's what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Hey, like that's all the wife's problem right there. Like,
yeah, but they gonna solve it.
I say this shit completely. I say this shit so often. Like people like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Like that's the exact like definition of marrying the wrong person. That's the exact definition.
Like she just put this nigga through endless. It's like every summer.
Mm-hmm.
Every summer is like something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga,
you got the kids writing letters to Tupac.
Bro, that's
like, like, well, bruh, I done had some good coup in my day. Ain't enough good coup in the world, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. And then like, I'm sorry, bro. all of that shit is like it's not worth it, dog. I remember talking to Mark about it. He was like, I don't know about the whole I know the reason why he probably stays because like she could probably win like a certain amount of money off of this nigga. I'm like, bro,
She can have it.
yeah, I don't give a shit. You can have it, bro. I want my piece.
I'm Will Smith. He got money.
Yeah,
He got the money.
like should I give it a house, nigga? I live in like a little 3-bedroom, be cool.
Yeah.
But you know,
I moved back to how the song go. I moved back to West Philly.
yeah,
Oh, fuck it.
man. And then she gonna be the one like sitting in the house and shit. Why you don't want me, man?
Yeah. She's still gonna be doing her little
Escapades and all that
whorish
shit.
activities and all that. But I mean, unless you, I don't know. Some niggas like that shit. Yeah, my kids writing letters to somebody that's been dead for like almost 30 years is crazy. Hey, you know what? We seen this episode. That was one of the episodes we seen over your crib.
Little Bob, bro.
You know they showed that the junk with the mountains.
Yeah.
You know they showed that exact same episode like 6 times since then.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it's only been like 2 weeks.
Damn.
And they only do this junk every weekend. Like I literally like when I left your house that day, it was on that night. I said, damn, we just watched it over my house and shit. That's crazy. And then that was a Friday. It came on again that Sunday morning.
Sheesh.
And I was like, and I had to look up. I said, when I was a kid, it felt like I'd never seen the same episode twice. Now I'm starting to see these Jones back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was like, how many episodes is it? So I look up and I'm like, all right, it's 130 episodes, which by the way is crazy.
Yeah,
which means he at least got 130 paintings out here somewhere. They say he got like 1,000 paintings out here, but he only televised 130.
Because if he got a painting habit like Tanzania got,
yeah,
that nigga got a lot.
Right, and it's like they must don't have access to all the episodes.
Yeah, that's also true. They might have some hidden away shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah, because it's like, man, they started to recycle these. I mean, I have been watching this John on Twitch for like months now.
Yeah,
but I just felt like as a kid, I don't know.
Yeah,
go Midnight Black.
Listen, like we always joke and shit. Like my man got a whole he got a whole section and like what was it, Home Depot or Lowe's and shit with all his colors.
Bob's paints.
Yeah, my man got it. Like or at least in the art store, bro. They gotta show my man some love.
Definitely. They gotta start selling them little puppets. I seen that commercial, yo.
Hey yo,
I want one of them things, man.
Yeah, we was looking for one of them. All they had was the finger puppet.
Yeah, I want to jump from the commercial.
You gonna have to have somebody custom make you one of them Jones.
That's
bro.
probably what they did. It got to be like the people who got control of this little estate and shit. They gotta be the ones behind this shit because he just got super popular these last couple of years again.
Man. Shouts out to man Bob Rose and shit. Like we keep trailing off the Bob Rose because it's just Bob Rose, bro.
Yeah, but
ain't really much you can do about it.
Niggas giving them the GGs.
This is the little Twitch stream and shit.
GGs, Bob Ross.
Shout out to Bob
Like my
Ross.
man still alive though.
hey, niggas be talking like he really about to respond.
Bob Ross been dead for like 28 years. I was like 6 when Bob Ross died.
Man.
Yeah.
And then they actually got like he was so popular. He has a skin on I know you make jokes about me playing it. Like he has a skin on Smite.
Oh, okay. And I read something about that the other day too. He got like I think he got something on Roblox too and shit.
Yeah. That's sweet as shit, bro. My man got his own skin in like different video games shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's not his estate doing that though.
No, I think it is his family just don't got control of it. The people who shammed when he died, they're the ones that control it.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like they have the control. I know his family's not making money off of that.
Yeah. His son be doing his paying thing. I be trying to watch him, but he don't be having like no streams for real. Cause I think he get paid off his own stuff now. But I think he could I think his son used like his materials that sell in the store and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that's how he get like his little change. Like, they must have came to some type of agreement, but I know shit like this. The money from like this Twitch shit, I don't think that shit go to his son. His son would be rich if it did. Cause
Man, what?
yeah,
It's a damn shame what they did to my man Bob Ross, man.
stole his like my man had cancer though.
Like, his whole legacy is just like belongs to like some shady businessmen.
Yeah, man, that shit sad.
Yeah, it is, bro. The whole time. Like,
Yeah, let's get up out of here, man.
we
Bob Ross, this shit will last another 2 hours and shit.
nigga, no bull. Like, we'll sit in here for like 3.5 hours talking about Bob Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're really big on art. We're really huge art fans.
Facts.
So, yeah, watching Bob Ross is like people will get tired of watching it, or they'll get real like sleepy, or feel as though it's boring. Nigga, we can sit here and watch this shit and like critique this shit like we're having a conversation about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can religiously watch Bob Ross like a nigga who loves basketball can watch basketball. Like, hey, he'll watch Bob Ross about as much as he'll watch basketball.
Yeah. Probably more on weekends. Catch a couple of games on weekends. Bob Ross be on from almost sun up to sundown, depending on if I'm down here or not.
Yeah. And if you knew him personally, you knew how much he loved basketball.
Yeah.
That's a feat right there. That is a feat.
Yeah. It literally would go hand in hand. He's a huge Bob Ross fan, man. Yeah, like you said, huge art fan, but him and Pappy Land, that's where it started and shit. But Bob Ross is just too laid back, bro. Like, how can you not like a nigga like this, bro?
Shit, my art shit started when I was my mom would buy me the little calendars I told y'all. Like, she'll buy me the calendars with people who was drawn with like different types of, different parts of their body because they was missing like their hands or something like that. Like, people would draw with like their mouths or their feet, and then like I would look at like all the different pictures that they was drawing. And I was like, there's no way they did that.
Right.
And I'm just lost about this shit, and this art is just a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
But it grew. Like, it grew significantly, like, in my later years, though. So, sheesh. Like, as of now, like, I can't get enough of art. Like,
yeah,
for real.
art is tough. Paintings, drawings.
Like, I'm a huge fan of oil paintings. Like, I love the shades in oil paintings.
Yeah.
And also just random sketches and shit, because I love smudging and shading and shit like that, because you can create such a vivid piece with just smudges.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much of a drawer right now. Well, I draw, but my shit does not look nothing like no Bob Ross stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, Abe can attest to me. Like, I drew his little with the Twitch little thing and shit.
Oh yeah, the emotes.
Yeah, your little emotes and shit.
I be forgetting the name and shit. Emotes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I drew his little emotes and shit. But other than that, I don't draw. For real. I mean, I did make the little cartoon thing that we were all part of, but other than that,
man, which was sweet. I can't, you know, sell yourself short comparing yourself to Bob Ross. Like,
I'm not going to compare myself to like them.
Bob
I'm
Ross,
just saying
Bob
like,
Ross belonged in class with like Da Vinci and Basquiat. You know?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not down on myself in any sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, as of right now, where I stand, like, I know I can be better, but am I going to do that? That's not my focus.
Yeah. Well, you know, as Bob would say, whenever you're ready, you know, got some big decisions to make.
Yeah, definitely. But I just got my writing is just so important right now, though.
Yeah, see, got that.
But that's art in itself, though. We all got our own forms of art, man. You got your photography. You, at this point, my man going, do I want to break the news to him?
About what?
Man, going to jump back into his bag?
What bag?
The music bag, man.
Oh, yeah, man, people know how to drop one of the videos. The hoe is still a hoe.
Yeah, man, gonna jump back into his music bag.
In the comedy sense, I got like 6-7 songs. I just gotta get like I gotta put myself in a position where I can record the visuals and it makes sense and shit. I need like certain stuff that I ain't got right now.
Oh man, starting to sound like Mark and shit. I need this, I need that.
Oh no, but you know, like I knock my stuff out though. Like I said, I know the hoe was still a hoe. I needed the little prop flowers, so I got those from Tyrone and shit.
Oh, the nigga finally showed up.
Yeah, he dropped them all.
Ain't gonna show up for nothing.
Yeah, like, people. I was surprised. I was like, I know if he wouldn't show up to like record and whatnot. For sure he wasn't gonna show up just to drop me off some flowers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's like, no, drop them those off right quick. Yeah, he dropped them off and shit. Hey, funny as shit, right? So the nigga pull up, and one of my neighbors over there, they just moved in and shit. So he was out there talking to his mans and shit. And so my other neighbor, nigga that live next door, I be saying like super perfect and shit. He was outside like gardening or whatever. So the nigga Tyrone pull up. This nigga get out with the flowers and shit. I'm like, bro, put them dogs in the bag, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, you got these niggas thinking you about to pull up and give me flowers. Like,
it's a wonderful time I had last night. Just thought I'd reward you.
I'm like, no, put these dogs in my book bag, man. He's like, wow, and shit. He's like, my bad.
I try to hand you the joke through the windows.
Oh my god, like, go ahead, cuz. Got nigga think about to pull out with it.
Niggas around this show would have found out quick. Hey, yo, I heard something about you, cuz.
Got niggas bring you flowers, bro.
Hey, yo, you would have never heard the end of it, my nigga.
Nah, a little prop dance for a video. Sure.
What they smell like.
Nah,
still got them.
Yeah. That was a little funny story and shit. We was laughing and shit. Nah, put them things in the bags, man. You know.
Oh man, my face hurt. My face hurt. Like, I shouldn't even be laughing this fucking hard with my damn breathing problems now, nigga.
But yeah, he pulled up and dropped them Jones off and shit. I told him he can come get him and shit. He ain't never say when he was coming to get him.
And we just like Eli with the gun and shit, little prop gun.
Yeah.
I mean, never came back again to jail.
And he hasn't been on. He ain't been on no skits or nothing, so ain't no need for it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I see my man use my little sword and shit, my little wakizashi.
Yeah, finally got around to I got like a whole on TikTok. You could bookmark like the sounds and stuff. And I got like a whole list of shit that I just ain't never. I wanted to use, just ain't never got around to using and shit. And I just finally scroll all the way to like the bottom and shit. Let me do some of these old ass jumps that I ain't never fucking around to do. And the little sniper jump was one of them and shit. One jump you fake like and the nigga giving you the orders and shit. Yeah, the one with the red shirt. And then you just shoot him. Boom. Yeah, don't touch him. That's my son. But yeah. I did that jump the other day. I'm trying to hurry up and do it before it get to pouring down raining and all that shit. I don't know what the fuck been wrong with the weather these last few days and shit.
Let's not talk about that damn thunderstorms, bro.
Yeah, shit flickering and all that.
That's the reason why we ain't had no videos out and shit, because them thunderstorms knocking the power out.
Yeah. As soon as I woke up that morning, I said, oh, shit all flickering.
It was flickering in the middle of this gym.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, damn, don't let the power go out.
Yeah, all this for nothing.
Yeah, no bull. We done had that happen before.
Yep. Of course, baby, I gotta get this shit together, man.
Man, it's not even this force. It's just this general area right here, bro.
Man. But, yeah, knock them joints out. Hopefully the weather is good this week.
Yeah, they said it's supposed to be quite sunny for a majority of the week, but Friday and Saturday is actually when it's going to get worse.
Again?
Yeah, because they said it's supposed to, like, thunderstorm Friday, Saturday.
Every weekend and shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm just like, come on, man. Like, those are the best days and shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, hopefully, like, Wednesday or something.
Man, yeah, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're going to try and get some new content out there. I'm going to try and get outside a little bit more because, been somewhat cooped in the house for, like, how long? Like, the only time I wasn't cooped in the house was when I was going to the fucking hospital.
Yeah. And the couple of times we did, end up walking around and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So.
But, Yeah, that. You want me to take us out, or you want?
Oh yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, for old time's sake, man. It's been a while. Let me do the Birdman hand rub. Make sure everybody hear the friction. But this has been another Breaking the Narrative podcast. BTN for short. I'm Tony,
I'm Teddy.
and we out of here.